Hi, my name is Ben Freer, and on this video, I'm going to answer this question. Can you buy an existing business for the E-2 visa? I have the pleasure of being able to speak with people all across the globe who are interested in starting a business in the United States and then applying for the E-2 visa. Oftentimes, I speak with people who are very early in the process and they're exploring their options. And they oftentimes ask me if they're able to purchase an existing business for E-2 purposes. And I tell them, yes, you are able to use an existing business for E-2 purposes. And in fact, it's oftentimes more beneficial to do so. But at the same time, there are some pitfalls that you need to look out for if you're thinking about this option. So I'm going to take a few minutes to talk about the benefits and the drawbacks associated with investing in an existing business for E-2 purposes. So let's first jump into the benefits. One major benefit is that if the business is already successful, you're in a better position to argue that the business will continue its success. And it may be scrutinized less closely by the US government because the business is already thriving, it's already generating a profit and doing well. Also, if there are existing employees, you'll be in a better position to argue that the business is not marginal. A marginal business is one that solely benefits the owner of the business and their family. And if the business that you're purchasing already has existing personnel, the US government will be less likely to find that you do not qualify on the basis that your business is marginal. It's also easier to show that you have purchased everything that you need to make the business successful because everything is included in the purchase price. And last, but certainly not least, purchasing an existing business can protect you financially because there's the possibility of putting the purchase price in an escrow account. The accompanying escrow agreement would essentially say that if the E-2 visa is approved, the money is released to the seller, but in the event that the E-2 visa is denied, the money goes back to you. So those are the major positives in buying an existing business for E-2 purposes. And I would say that they're fairly significant benefits. But at the same time, there are some potential drawbacks that you should be aware of. For starters, if the business isn't doing well, if the business is not generating a profit and is losing money year after year, the US government will probably be less likely to think that you'll be able to turn this business around unless you have specific experience in doing that sort of thing. Along the same lines, if this is a one-person or a two-person business and they've operated for years without employing any workers, then the US government is likely to be skeptical of this business and you could face a denial on the basis of marginality. As a rule of thumb, you always want to find a business that is generating a profit and has at least 3 full-time employees to avoid the allegation that the business is only going to support the owner and the owner's family. So basically, buying an existing business for E-2 purposes is a great idea if the business is profitable, it has at least 3 full-time employees, and the owner is willing to let you put the purchase price in escrow. Let me give you an example to try to put this in context. Suppose I was interested in starting a coffee shop. I love coffee, I like hanging out in coffee shops, so why don't I just try to start a business and I can apply for the E-2 visa on the basis of that business. Now the problem is, I don't know anything about running a coffee shop, and the US government may look at my background and they may think, this guy's a lawyer, he doesn't know what it takes to market a coffee shop and to operate a coffee shop. And we're not really all that comfortable in going along with this idea. Is he going to employ other people? Has he purchased everything that he needs to make this business successful? I would expect my application to be highly scrutinized. The government just may not have confidence in my ability to actually make this business work. Instead of starting my own coffee shop, what if I purchase an existing coffee shop? This coffee shop that I'm thinking about buying is in a prime location. It's already generating profit. It has 3 full-time employees. It's a pretty nice operation. It's already established. And the owner is going to stay on as a consultant/employee for a period of time until I can figure out how to run the business. And as a bonus, the owner is allowing me to put the purchase price in escrow so that I can protect myself financially. This scenario, purchasing an existing business that's already established, already doing well, is going to look much better to the US government. And if the E-2 visa application doesn't work out, the money is returned to me. Doesn't that sound like the better option? Of course, it's not always easy to find such a business. In order to find a business that meets your needs, you could check out online marketplaces such as Flippa or BizBuySell. It goes without saying that you always want to make sure that you do your due diligence and make sure that the investment is sound. To do this, you could always enlist the services of a due diligence company or an investment advisor. So there you have it. You can buy a business for E-2 purposes. And in fact, oftentimes that's the better move than starting your own business. If this is something you're interested in, then I recommend that you have a conversation with one of the many talented US immigration lawyers that you can find across the globe. They can help you weigh the pros and cons of this option and help you decide if it is right for you. I really hope this information was useful. If you did enjoy this video, please like it or pass it along to someone who could benefit from it. Thank you for your time.